Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, or if you're new, hey man, nice to meet you. I'm Ron Robertson. Welcome to my channel. Hopefully you like what you hear. Give us a like or subscribe if you do. Today's is going to be about lyric memorization. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about my experiences and maybe I can help you out. And maybe why you should be memorizing your lyrics. Okay, so let's say I have at any time 100 to 200 songs in my brain. Memorized lyrics. You're probably thinking, yeah, that's great, but I got 1,000 songs on my iPad, and it's right here, down here, right here, where the bottom of my hand is, right down here. I can go through there and get 1,000 songs. Why do I need to memorize 100 or 200 songs? The number one thing I see people do is they're looking down at their phone. Well, guess what? Here's me looking down at the phone. Here's me talking to you like this. Did you hear a difference? If you've ever taken any serious vocal lessons, opera, the first thing they're going to tell you is sound flow, proper posture and stuff. So when I'm singing, I'm going to turn sideways. I need to be like this. I have to get my head straight like that. I want to go up through the chest to the vocal, throat, soft palate, hard palate, out. A nice curve like this hand here, okay? That's what we want. But you're down here with your 1,000 songs on your iPad like this. Well, guess what? Look at me now. Look at me. I'm looking down at the lyrics. I'm not singing properly. All of a sudden, instead of being smooth like this, I'm going like this. You're closing off your air gap. Let me see if I can do this right. Instead of having a nice flow like this, you're going like this. You're pointing your throat down. You're closing off your airwave. You're ruining your sound. Do you want to be a great singer? You want to be a professional? You can't read the lyrics. Not like that. Okay, you get them up here. You can't do that because you're looking at the audience. Do you think this video is good when I'm looking at you like this? Or do you want me looking down here at my cheat sheet, which I have, the whole time while I'm doing this video? Also, the whys. You're an actor. If you're the singer, you're the actor. The actor reads the parts when they're practicing. When he goes to the actual performance on film, he's not reading the parts. He has his lines memorized. He needs to deliver the lines in a real solid fashion that the people in the audience are going to believe, whether he's on stage or it's on film. Okay? You can't do that when you're reading the lyrics or reading the script. Number one thing I think after, that's the first reason why. The number one thing you got to do to help yourself memorize in lyrics, stop smoking dope. For those people out there who smoke, it's been known forever, short-term memory especially, and long-term memory I think just as well, is affected by marijuana. On top of that, now this is just facts, on top of that, one joint's equivalent to a pack of cigarettes. You're smoking a couple of joints a day. Remember, I was just talking about proper airflow through your throat. Imagine what those 2 packs of cigarettes worth of tar are doing to your vocal cords. Do you want the best voice you can? Stop it. You can't do it. It's just going to help you so much to get rid of that smoke, okay? I know people aren't going to like that, but that's the way it is. A little less controversial, pick story songs. If somebody in the band comes up and says, hey, I want to do this cover, and there's no story to it, it's like, well, man, either you're singing it or whatever, because it doesn't make sense to me. But if it's a good story, if it's the city of New Orleans, there's a ton of chords in there. You got a lot of thinking about, but you can learn that song because the story's so good. Why do you think when you get to a campfire and it's dark out and nobody's got an iPad in front of them, let's say, the first thing they do is whip out John Prine songs? Well, yeah, John Prine's a fantastic songwriter. We all know that. But he writes story songs. Since the beginning of time, the native peoples in all continents have been passing down their stories on word of mouth. This is our human tradition. We pass down stories. It's just so much easier. For the last 10,000 years, your ancestors have been passing down stories. They have to make sense. So if you pick a story song, your life is going to be so much easier. Choose your songs wisely. Now, to get down to the nitty gritty, this isn't a long video. Print out your lyrics. I put them out in the printer. Hole punch them, put them in a binder. I might be playing with a different band later. I might sing this song now, but yeah, I've got it memorized. But a year from now, it's like, oh, pull it out, go through it again. Now, to start the memorization off, the chorus is usually the easiest. Maybe do that first. Get the melody. First verse. Work through it. These are the lines. Just sit there in your time off, your boring time. Instead of watching TV. Go through the first verse. Excuse me. Go through the first verse. And then once you got it memorized, add the first line of the second verse. Go through the first verse and that. If you screw up, start again. Repetition is the secret. They say in order to sing a song properly as a vocalist, you need to have sung that song 100 times. And start memorizing 1, 2, 3 songs. The fourth one's going to be a little bit easier. And after a while, it becomes a routine. So yeah, so then work through your chorus, second verse. So I got first verse, chorus, second verse. Maybe there's a bridge, work on that. If I screw it up, go back to the beginning. Repetition. Now, the only other outside trick that really works for me, I'm a motorcycle guy. I like to ride my Harley. This is years ago. I think I might have even bought this book just because it's got motorcycle it's called Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance by Robert Pirsig. Okay, it's a great book. It's a hard read. I've read it multiple times but it's good. One of the main things he talks about a lot is he's talking about motorcycles the whole time. Not all, but that's the storyline. He's a philosopher, but the storyline is motorcycles. He explains that when you're on a motorcycle and you're driving in the country, not in the city, you're driving along, and he was using that to get his thoughts together. And he explains that riding a motorcycle, when you're relaxed and you're going along in a beautiful country road, is the same as meditating. Now, I'm not a meditating guy, but I can see how that works. If you ride enough, you'll know the feeling. So when I'm riding, and maybe not in a group, but if I'm riding by myself, I start going over song lyrics. And I find it helps immensely. It just gets my brain clear. In the wintertime in Canada, it's kind of hard to do. I'll go for a walk. A beautiful walk on a quiet, snowy day. Nobody's around. You get into that zone. And I guess it's meditation. I don't know. I'm not an expert on that. But it just seems to be your mind's clear. And you just start going through the lyrics while I'm walking. Now, I don't see why a person on a canoe or a bicycle can't do the same thing. Anyways, that sounds a little odd, but it's one trick that really helps me. Whether you're walking or riding a motorcycle, just to get your mind clear and then go through the song. And then I'll go through the next song. And these are mostly newer songs I'm learning. I just go through them and that, or if I have a song that I'm having some problems with, maybe the story's not great, I'll go back and work on that too. Anyways, that's it. That's all I can tell you. But a couple of those points really do make a difference. It's worthwhile for you to spend the time and memorize the lyrics. You'll be a better singer. You'll be a better performer. You'll have better contact with your audience. You'll be better on YouTube because you don't have to read a script or wherever it is. That's it. Thanks for watching, man. Give us a like or subscribe if you can. Small channel. I can use the help. Ron Robertson's the name. Ron Robertson Band. That's it. I'll see you next time, and you all have a great one. Thanks a lot.